What is going on, people? It is your boy, back and back live and direct from Killeen, Texas. It's your boy, Jeff Brown, with Jeff Brown's Wild World of Boxing. It's been a whole minute, you know, been on a long hiatus. I believe last time y'all saw me was right after the Mosley and Floyd fight, which, I had to kind of eat my words a little bit. But unfortunately, I'll just go ahead and be honest about it. It's been a really disappointing year this year for boxing overall, um, and I had to admit, I would have came back sooner, but really hasn't been much for me to talk about. You know, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and get on here and continuously talk about all the issues going on with Floyd and Pacquiao and things of that nature. Um, But what I am going to do and what I do want to take the time out to do real quick is send out a few shout outs. I've been keeping my ear to the ground, been getting a lot of different notes and friend requests and things of that nature, and just a lot of overall support. I'd like to thank for those of y'all that have been watching some of my past videos. I hope you've enjoyed those. I hope you've enjoyed some of the new favorite videos I have put on my YouTube page. It's been a while. Like I said, it's just been a long hiatus, and like I said, I would have came back sooner, but uh, just hasn't been much to talk about. You know, we've had some decent fights. I wouldn't call them fights that people really wanted to see. I believe the last fight I watched was just this past Friday. You had Antonio Tarver trying to become Mason the Lion Dixon in real life the other night, and um, just a overall really shoddy performance. I was not impressed with that, and I think it's a mistake that he's even coming out of retirement to even fight as a heavyweight. Um, but like I said, I just want to do a couple of shout outs real quickly. First and foremost, like I said, I thank all you people for supporting me and continue to support me and my YouTube page. And most of all, I want to send a shout out to my man Carcino and Blood Boxing. Sorry to hear what happened to you guys. I think that was some bullshit that they took your accounts away from you unjustly, all on account of you guys speaking the truth. Um, Unfortunately, we're still going to have this lingering debate between Americans and uh, just overall fans out there that want to act stupid about this whole Floyd and Pacquiao situation. I mean, I'll put it like this: there's been so much hype behind this one particular fight that we were spoken about, and I want to also give a shout out to the Ring Magazine for putting that article out. That was a great article about the huge debate, especially coming from the online community about Floyd and Pacquiao. Of course, as all of you know, I'm on the side of Floyd Mayweather, even though I'm a Pacquiao fan as well. I respect Pacquiao. He's just as good a fighter as Floyd, but honestly, I still believe that Floyd will have an easier time beating Pacquiao than he did with Shane Mosley. So um, that's neither here nor there. But I want to send that shout out to a couple of those people. Um, Overall, I guess what this video is mainly about, you know, I feel kind of bad that we really haven't had that much pull. I mean, we had some fights that had the potential to be good and were just tanked. Um, and I'm not even going to get into the whole Super Six tournament situation. The situation that's going on with that right now is just terrible. I mean, I cannot believe that Glenn Johnson is now getting involved in the Super Six tournament, as well as Saki Obika, which I'm sure some of y'all have heard that Andre Durrell unfortunately pulled out due to lingering injuries he suffered from the Arthur Abraham fight. Honestly, in my opinion, I think that he just didn't want to take the fight just based off the fact they're friends, and you guys could shout me down on that later. But nonetheless, you know, we still have the Klitschko's out there that are defending the title against bums, basically. We just had the Shannon Briggs fight with Vitaly Klitschko this past Saturday, and from what I understand, some of those lingering injuries he has from a broken nose and broken orbital bone It put him in intensive care for a little bit, and we wish him well. But honestly, that was a fight that, once again, nobody really wanted to see. Um, I think the only good fight that I've seen just in the past months that I've been away that I really came away impressed with was the Juan Diaz and you know Juan Manuel Marquez fight. I mean, sure, it definitely didn't live up to hype, but it was a lot better than some of the other fights we've seen besides Floyd and Shane earlier this year. Um, we have a joke fight coming up next month. Once again down here in Cowboy Stadium, Dallas, Texas. He's gonna fight Pacquiao's gonna fight Margarito, and honestly, as a fan, um, I'm disappointed that Bob Arum has once again found a way to uh, dump a guy, who honestly to me deserves to be dumped. And he's sending this man out to slaughter against probably one of boxing's, you know, hardest punchers in my book. And it's just a shame that, we're going to see Margarito get his head handed to him. But that's the nature of the boxing business. We've seen this countless times with Don King and Bob Arum pulling these types of stunts where if they don't give a damn about you, they'll find a way to get rid of you. And that's just the rock bottom truth of it. But other than that, don't have that much time to really speak on too much more about that. Hopefully, come 2011, we'll have some better fights. We do have Paul Williams and Sergio Martinez to look forward to. But on another note, overall, if Sergio Martinez does come out on top of that, that'll quiet down, the supposed talk of Paul Williams fighting the best of the best. Because, truth be told, I lost all respect for Paul Williams in the Kermit Centron fight, and you know, the fair thing to do would have been to give that guy a rematch and give him a chance to uh, have a fair fight, and he didn't do that. So I've totally lost respect for Paul Williams, and I no longer take him as a serious threat. And my true belief is that Sergio Martinez will be the guy to put him away. And hopefully we could see Martinez in with this new Russian guy, uh, Pirog, that knocked out the Golden Child on the undercard of Juan Manuel Marquez and Diaz, and really stole the show, I believe. And um, like I said, I've just been keeping my ear to the ground and listen to a lot of you guys broadcast. But the one thing, the one guy out there that I do want to speak of, and he could probably tell, you know, base his opinions how he wants them to. But I kind of get tired of seeing uh, just repetitiveness. Overall, just you know, the, I'm sorry, Julian Foster is boring, people. Let's just get real here. Don't get me wrong. He's a great fan of the sport, but your stuff is boring, man. And I appreciate the fact that you're trying your hardest, but you know, I'm really not interested in hearing your tidbits on anything about boxing right about now, because he's basically talking just to be talking, and people are gonna look at this like I'm trash talking a guy, but dude, just take your time. There's, you don't if you're gonna talk about something legitimate. I appreciate the fact that you do put your predictions out there and everything, but your stuff is boring, man. You gotta find a way to make your stuff a little bit more interesting. And I just wanted to put that out there for all of y'all and just voice my opinion on that. Julian Foster stuff is boring. There's a lot of great guys that have come along here in the last uh, few months and just in the past year that have been doing the same deal like we do it. And like I said, I got a lot more respect for those guys because at least they have something to talk about. They don't just find stuff to talk about and then just throw it on YouTube and be like, okay, hey, let's talk about this. I mean, you know, if you notice, your views ain't all that hot on half of that stuff you talk about. Historical ramifications are great, but if you want to talk about historical matches, you know, why don't you talk about something legitimate? How about putting a current fighter that's in his prime up against a dude from the past, like they just did in this last issue of the Ring magazine with Floyd, and putting him up against the best of the best from junior lightweight all the way to welterweight. But you know, I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, big shouts out to all y'all that have continued to support me, and um, thank you for your requests on different things. And to those out in the street who know me and have been asking, hey, when are you gonna come out with another video? Just wanted to show my face again to let people know, yes, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. It's just that I haven't had much to talk about lately. I've been on a more serious tip lately, and overall, uh, my feeling is as a fan of boxing, we need to shut these UFC guys up. And that's another thing. I got to speak on that. James Toney made us look like a disgrace. As a boxing fan, I didn't want to see that happen, but it is what it is. But anyway, thank y'all for all the support. Hopefully, I can come out with another video real soon, and I'll holler at you. Peace.